With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Seattle Seahawks. Two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Detroit! Detroit!
Second down, Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. On 1st down, Wilson. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And a penalty against DJ Fluker, the behemoth out of Alabama. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Play action. It's Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. And the tackle will be awarded to Howard Wilson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now they try the right side here. Nice move at the 40. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for him.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Now he's going to throw deep right side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Now they'll run it on the toss. Room to run inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off, too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted-for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Mayfield now on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
He'll buy some time right to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Throw left side complete. That's James. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see it.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss in open fields.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Duke Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are back within a score. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football, doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. And they'll run it here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will be taken at the 13. Slipped right by him. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. Now the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Good! Mayfield on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Eluding the pressure right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Now Gostkowski will come on to try a field goal. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will knot things up here late in the 1st half. Now, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right?
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. In for the score. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from the special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. They begin this drive with Chubb. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Lucky 56.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The stop was made by Jannard Avery.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Now a handoff looking right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now they try the right side here. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now a handoff looking right. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty. Now they try the right side here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Let's go 14.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
Right there. All day, baby.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back from the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
All right, now look at 56.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Throwing, Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bird. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big play there on third down for the Browns. And even 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And a Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. William Hayes in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw, Mayfield. Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A give. This is Chubb. 11 more on that one and another first down.
But we just saw him run the football really effectively there with 3 tight ends in the game. And any defensive coordinator, when they see that set, if they can get more bodies out onto the field, not more than 11, of course, but bigger bodies to combat what they're going to do, because that's a run-heavy formation. Those guys are out there to block 9 times out of 10. And in this case, they did it.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Penalty markers down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got 0 benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Flushed out right. He hits Baldwin right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. First target, first catch at a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he picks picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. And on the ground they go with the running back. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Second and goal from inside the 5.
95, 95. Ready.
Now Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Howard Wilson. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. Oh, Charles, after that interception in the Super Bowl from the 1-yard line, I thought Pete Carroll would run it inside the 5 every time.
Sometimes I wonder if maybe Pete did want to run it inside the 5. But Russell Wilson, you know he's such a competitor that he doesn't want that interception to stand, that maybe he wanted to be in that spot and say, hold it a second. I can throw a touchdown pass. Instead, he's victimized again.
A run for Nick Chubb, and he'll take this up to about the 7- or 8-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And again, it's Chubb. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will finally be taken down up at the 48. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Mayfield. Escaping, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
The Browns on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Miles Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And just like that, it's third down.
It seemed like the situation was second and a mile to go for a first down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a third down.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And they'll go on the ground. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Emmanuel Ogbah. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. In there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Third and long, it's Wilson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So a big one coming now for Cairo Santos. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. To be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Handoff comes to Chubb, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. What can Mayfield do here in the OT? Over the middle, complete. That's Bird. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here. This quarterback now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Buying time to his left. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And, partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a first down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And now with 6 seconds left in overtime, they're going to take a timeout.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And now with 6 seconds left in overtime, they're going to take a timeout. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And we are tied once again here in the overtime session. Well, this one certainly has not lacked for intrigue. Well, let's keep playing. What do you say?
Fine by me. I'm loving what we're seeing here. This is a heck of a game. And now, guess what? A kicker may decide it again, and the next one that does it wins it.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Well, we had 2 ties last season in 2016, and now we've got another here.
They're part of the game, and I can sound philosophical here and say, well, what can you do? But neither team happy, right? No one wants to walk away from here with a tie, but I guess it's better than walking away with a loss, right?
Yeah, I guess that's the bright side for both teams, but nobody walking away a victor. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation